The American Southwest includes the states of Utah, New Mexico, Arizona, California, Nevada, and even part of Colorado. Today, this area is one of the richest and most amazing sections of land in the entire world. This land was not always property of the United States. Several cultures and countries have owned or controlled this area long before there ever was a United States. This land first belonged and was controlled by several American Indian tribes, then by Spain, then Mexico, and lastly, the United States. Cheapo Cheapo Productions is proud to present yet another American history film on the history of the American Southwest. Our film centers around one tiny piece of land somewhere in the Southwest and all the many different cultures and people that inhabit it over the years.
I heard of strange white-faced people with sticks that explode, and that wear strange turtle shells on their chests, and that ride huge deer are marching to our village.
I think you've been kicked in head by buffalo, Chief Screaming Eagle.
No, me no speak with forked tongue. Me have vision, and I know it be true.
How you know this thing you speak of is true?
I had vision last night while in Medicine Lodge. I had vision of pale faces, and my vision say that these white-faced people will take our land.
This land has always been Indian land. When my grandfather was here, it was Indian land, and when his grandfather was here, it was Indian land. No white man is gonna take this land.
Me hope you're all right, little running nose, but me still much worried. The beaver and the buffalo have headed to the high mountains. They only go to the high mountains when there is trouble.
You are talking like old squaw woman.
Cosa buena, dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena, dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar alegría y cosa buena, dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena, Macarena tiene un novio que se llama de apellido Victorino, y en la cuna de bandera del muchacho, vengo con los amigos, Macarena tiene un novio que se llama de apellido Victorino, y en la luna de bandera del muchacho, vengo con los amigos, dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar alegría y cosa buena, dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena, dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar alegría y cosa buena, dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar alegría y cosa buena.
Hi, Chief.
Who are you?
I am Carlos, a conquistador from Spain.
What do you want, white man?
We want to control our land, give you new laws to live by, and bring in the Catholic Church.
Me no think of white eyes.
They think you crazy, white man.
Let us smoke peace pipe and talk. You will see that we are much too wealthier people, Chief.
Okay, but no funny stuff, white-skinned little man.
Me not be funny, but Chief, we just talk.
The Spanish conquerors did conquer many Indian tribes in the American Southwest. The Spanish brought many changes to the Indian land. The Spanish brought their culture, their language, and the Catholic Church throughout the Southwest. Many of the Indian tribes lost their land as a result of the Spanish invasion and conquest. The Spanish brought the beginning of the end to the Indian way of life to the Southwest.
many, many Indian people in the Southwest. The Spanish treated the Indians well and taught their language to the Indians. Spain ruled the Southwest for about 300 years, from the mid-1500s until 1821. You can still see the Spanish culture throughout the American Southwest today. The Spanish architecture, food, language, and Catholic Church are still everywhere throughout the Southwest. The Spanish brought many good things to the Southwest, but in the beginning of the 1800s, the spirit of revolution was in the air. The largest group of people in Mexico were called the Mestizos. The Mestizos were people who had Indian and Spanish blood proudly running through their veins. The Mestizos had little rights under Spanish rule and filled with the ideals of the American and French Revolution, demanded a break with Spain.
This land is so beautiful, and living here makes me so happy.
The land our fathers have settled is truly God's gift to the Spanish people. Why, hello, Father Miguel Hidalgo. How are you this glorious morning?
Yes, Father, today we celebrate the anniversary of the Spanish settlement in this land we now call Nova Hispania.
Yes, Father, Nova Hispania, New Spain.
Yes, Spain has taught us much, but this land and these people now need to have their own country.
Do you mean there's going to be a revolution, Father?
A war with Spain, Father, will ruin this country and these people.
No revolution will bring this land back to the people. Follow me and we will find people to fight against the tyranny of Spain.
We will fight with you, Father.
Follow me.
Father Miguel Hidalgo did lead the revolution against Spain. Many, many people followed him. Father Miguel Hidalgo's army was attacked by and crushed by Spain, and later he was executed. But Father Miguel Hidalgo is important because he planted the seed of revolution into the very spirit of the Mexican people.
The revolution that Miguel Hidalgo started did not stop when he was executed. More and more people. The revolution that Miguel Hidalgo started did not stop when he was executed. Finally, Spain could not hold off the Mexican movement any longer. In 1821, Mexico broke away from Spain and became an independent nation.
Your music is so beautiful, Cisco. Your music in celebration to Mexico. Finally, we are free from the Spanish rule. We are a strong people and a strong nation.
Mexico became an independent nation. There was a part of their country called Taha that needed to be developed. The Mexican government decided to allow a few American families into their country to settle in an area that today we call Texas.
This here part of Mexico called Tahoe.
Yes, sir, Gringo boy. Why do you ask?
We got
we got the permission here to settle here in Texas now. Yes, sir, Bob.
How could Santa Ana be so stupido? You Americans will move into our country, and before you know it, you will try to take it from us. Oh, Santa Ana, how could you make such a mistake? It's all right, Mom, Mexican frames. Us Americans will be good old boys, and we won't be any trouble at all.
And don't worry about your land, none. We ain't gonna try to steal it from you. Don't think now.
Many, many Americans did move into the territory of Mexico called Texas. After a few years, Mexico tried to cut off American immigration into Texas, and a war started. The famous Battle of the Alamo is one of the most famous battles in American history. The last battle of the war took place at San Jacinto and brought Texas independence from Mexico. 9 years later, Texas became a part of the United States. But we must never forget that the state of Texas did not always belong to the U.S. It first belonged to the Indians, then to the Spanish, then this great land belonged to the Mexican government, then to the Lone Star Republic of Texas, and lastly, Texas became part of the United States.
Yippee-yi-oh-ki-yay, he's an old cowhand from the Rio Grande.
It was not long after the United States brought Texas into the Union that the United States and Mexico went to war. America won the war, and as a result, we acquired the rest of the American Southwest with the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. The war took about half of Mexico away and almost doubled the size of the United States. The United States now extended all the way to the Pacific Ocean. Many gold-seeking fortune hunters soon fled into the Southwest, hoping to strike it rich. Our scene shifts to two old miners trying to strike it rich.
This sure is some right pretty land, isn't it, Jimmy Bob?
Sure is, Clem. Sure enough is.
It's gold there, Clem. I'm a millionaire, Jimmy Bob.
Not only is this land beautiful, they can also make you rich. Yippee!
Let's go down to the claims office and make a stake for this here piece of land, Jimmy.
Okay.
Much gold was discovered in the Southwest and made many a man very wealthy, but most never made much. But the Southwest offered so much more than just a handful of gold, much more. Soon many settlers who were not seeking gold began to move into the Southwest. Many settlers became farmers and ranchers on the rich land of the Southwest. A boat-shaped wagon called a prairie schooner was the most popular form of transportation. They carried Americans into the beautiful Southwest. Our scene shifts to a small ranch.
By his money or his name, where he walks up to a stranger and say howdy just the same. And the only thing that...
Look at the beautiful sky, honey. Look at the beautiful sky, honey. We're gonna build us the biggest cattle ranch in the entire Southwest. And we're gonna build our cattle ranch right over there. And we're gonna raise us some longhorns and, what the heck is a longhorn, Chester dear? A longhorn is a big old cow with some real big horns. And these little horns, they're a tough old critter. They can handle the cold winter nights and the hot summer days. They're the perfect cow for the Southwest. This land's gonna it's gonna make us wealthy, Mary. You're such a hunk, my little cowpoke hubby.
Many, many people found that the real wealth in the Southwest was not in the gold, but in the land itself. Many people made fortunes in cattle and in farming in the Southwest. The Southwest grew and grew large. Cities began to spring up everywhere as industries came. People came from everywhere to live in the Southwest because of the beauty.
Going west.
looking like a ghost town on a lonesome night. The raindrops on the windshield, there's a storm moving up. He's heading back for somewhere that he never should have been. And the thunder rolls.
This land is for sale. This would be a perfect place to build our dream house.
Sure is, Lisa. They want over 100,000 for this land. It sure is a lot of money to spend for a piece of land.
A piece of land? A piece of land? This isn't just any piece of land. This is a piece of land in the great American Southwest. I think $100,000 is a great price to own a piece of land. You're not only buying the land, Robert, you're buying the southwestern sunsets and sunrises. And you're buying the wide open freedom of the beautiful wide open space, Robert.
You're right, Lisa. How could I have been so stupid? We'll go down to the bank and get some money and start building tomorrow.
Thanks, Robert.
Light is burning in the house across town.
Wait, just...
Thunder rolls. Thunder rolls. And the light is bright. Another love will grow on a sleepless night. As the storm goes on out of control, deep in your heart, the thunder rolls.
Gee, Cindy, you hit Jerry. You put 5-iron in your hands and you can be dangerous. Jerry, it's your turn. Jerry.
Earth to Jerry, we're playing a game of golf here. It's your turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just looking at what a wonderful place this is. I wonder what it would have been like without all those condos over there, or without that shopping mall over there. This must have been a really great place way back when.
Cindy, a long time ago, there were just a bunch of teepees, Indians, jackrabbits, and rattlesnakes, like that one under your foot.
I need the crocodile hunter!
Don't worry, mate. The crocodile hunter.
I need the crocodile hunter!
Don't worry, mate. The crocodile hunter will save you. Don't anyone try this at home. This is a job only for a trained professional. Danger, danger, danger! This is a great southwestern diamondback rattlesnake. If one of these babies latches on you, you'll be gone in 10 seconds flat.
He's dead.
story about the great Southwest. After the Indians, this land was Nova Hispania, New Spain. They brought their culture, language, and church. That's why there's so many Spanish names. San Diego, San Francisco, and Colorado.
Yeah, Jerry. And after the Spanish had it, then the Mexicans had it, the Southwest. And then the Americans had it ever since.
Enough of the history lesson. Let's get back to our game of golf. Jerry, it's your turn.